Um, okay, thanks everyone for being here. We're gonna get started in, I think we did this like 2 weeks ago, a supported shoulder opener using your bricks. So I'm gonna move to my mat. You're gonna take your first brick on the lowest setting, place it horizontally behind you. And then your second brick will go on the medium setting, and that will go behind that first brick. And then the first brick will be for your mid upper back. So you're gonna bend your knees and start to lay over the brick. It's gonna, the edge of the brick is gonna go right across the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. And then the second brick will be for your head. So take a moment to get set up into this position. Once you're there, have your knees bent and your feet flat. And I'm just gonna scooch over and look just to make sure everyone has it. Okay. And then once you're there, just take a moment to settle in. You can let your eyes soften and close and start to reach your arms out to a T. Turn your palms up towards the ceiling if you have the space. If you don't have the space, you can bend your elbows into goalposts. We're gonna make our way there eventually anyways. Let the props support you here as you just begin to notice your breathing moving in and out of your nose. Soften through the features of your face. Relax your jaw. And then if your arms are straight, let's everyone now go ahead and bend your elbows like a goalpost, keeping the palms turning up towards the ceiling. And it's just going to depend on your body and flexibility. Some of you might be hovering here, letting gravity do the work to open across the front of your chest. Others of you might already have your elbows and the backs of your hands to the floor. Pause here, breathing steady. Now on your next inhalation, begin to reach your arms overhead, straighten your arms, turn your palms towards one another. So again, maybe your thumbs will touch down to the floor, maybe they hover. Keep reaching your fingertips overhead, just like you would for Urdhva Hastasana. Find lots of length through your side body. Press your hips through the floor. And now turn your palms to face up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, bend your elbows back into goalposts. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And we'll keep moving here. As you inhale, work towards a straight arm, reach overhead. Your arm might not get all the way straight. As you exhale, bend your elbows out wide, hug your shoulder blades together. Keep moving at your own pace, just reaching through the arm, bending through the elbows, starting to link the breath with your movement. With every inhale, you lift and reach. With every exhale, you bend your elbows. Take two more. And then next time your elbows are bent, you can release, lower your arms down towards your sides. Now we're going to make our way off of this prop setup. So you can either mindfully roll to your side or use both hands to press down and rise up to a seat. Go ahead and move the bricks out of your way, and let's come forward into a tabletop position. Take your time setting up, hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide, line up shoulders over wrists. Once you're here in table, as you inhale, lift your heart, broaden your sitting bones for cow pose. As you exhale, around your spine, hug your navel in cat pose. Again, inhale to lift for cow. Exhale to round for cat. Keep moving here through cat cow, linking the breath to your movement. And starting to arrive into body and breath. one more round. The next time you're in cat pose, come back to neutral table. Tuck your toes under, walk your hands forward, one handprint, lift your hips up and back to find downward facing dog. Once you're up and down dog, feel free to bend the knees. We're still warming up. Let your head be heavy, let it release. From your mid upper back, press forward and down, but lift your hips high. Stay here for a few breaths. Just starting to get adjusted to the shape, to your body. If your knees are bent and you feel ready, you can begin to straighten the legs by pressing the tops of the thighs back. Now on your next inhalation, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, drop your knees, take your big toes to touch, child's pose. Send your hips back towards your heels. Rest your forehead toward the floor or slide a brick underneath your forehead. Build the floor up. Start to breathe into your back body. Reach your arms forward. Press your palms down and lift the undersides of your arms away from the floor. So pretty active here in this first child's pose. And then on your next inhalation, begin to lift your head to rise up. And let's take a comfortable seat. So you can sit however you'd like. You can use your brick or not. I'm going to sit in just modified Virasana. You can sit in cross legs. Go ahead and get comfortable so we can settle in and just take these first few moments to find our breath. Rest the backs of your hands to your mid-thigh, palms up. Draw your shoulders back and close your eyes. Distribute the weight evenly across your sitting bones. In your mind's eye, notice, are you leaning slightly forward or slightly back? Try to align your shoulders, your head over your hips and your spine. Lengthen from your tailbone all the way up through the crown of your head. Take a deep breath in. This time as you exhale, open your mouth, sigh out the air. Now seal your lips and take a slow breath in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the air. Keep the lips sealed. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Continue to breathe on your own. Noticing if your breath feels more regulated, trying to find that even flow of air in and out of your nose. Samavritti breathing. Letting the breath be the focus of your practice today. Noticing when you might be holding your breath. Noticing when the breath is becoming heavy or shallow. Try to keep taking it back to the steady breathing. Letting the breath help ground you into the present moment, the here and now. As we continue to shift into a state of yoga. here together in this virtual space. And to cleanse the space that you are in and welcome each other to practice, we'll begin by chanting the sound of Om just one time. You can keep your hands resting or join your hands together in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. Exhale out first. Take a slow breath in for Om. Inhale deeply, relift through the chest. As you exhale, you can release your head towards your heart. Take a moment, option to make an offering or set an intention. If you raised your hands, release them back to your sides. With eyes closed, lift your chin and softly blink open your eyes. All right, we're gonna come up to standing at the back of your sticky mat. So go ahead and move any props out of the way. And then once you come up to standing, stand with your feet a little bit wider than hips width distance. Rest your arms to your sides. And I'm just going to stand to face you for now. So spread across the ball mounds of your feet, reach your toes forward, press your thighs back. As you inhale, start to reach your arms out wide and overhead. As you exhale, lower your arms back to your sides. Take your hands to the fronts of your thighs. Start to tuck your chin towards your chest, and like a spinal roll down, you're going to keep sliding your hands down your legs as you fold forward. Maybe you touch down to the floor, pause where it feels accessible to you. And then as you inhale, take your hands back to your legs, slide them up the legs to rise up. Once you're upright, reach your arms back wide and overhead, maybe look up. As you exhale, lower your arms back to your sides, Tadasana. We'll keep repeating that. Inhale to reach wide, reach up. Exhale, lower your arms. Start to touch the tops of your thighs, tuck your chin towards your chest, roll forward and down. Move at your pace. As you inhale, start to roll back up, sliding the hands. And then eventually taking the arms out wide and reaching back overhead. Exhale, lower your arms back to your sides. Last time like this, inhale, reach wide, reach up. Exhale, arms to the sides, hands to thighs. Start to slide and roll forward and down. Pause where it feels appropriate in your body. On your inhalation, start to roll and slide up. Reach your arms out wide. Reach your arms overhead. Exhale, lower your arms to your sides. Now we're going to start to add on. Inhale, reach wide, reach up. Exhale, lower your arms. Take your hands to your thighs. Roll forward and down. Now from here, as you inhale, bend into your knees, sit back like a chair pose, reach your arms straight forward. Keep looking down towards your sticky mat. Exhale to touch down, fold. Inhale, hands to legs, slide up. Reach your arms wide, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, lower your arms down, and we'll repeat. Inhale, reach wide, reach up. Exhale, lower your arms, hands to thighs, roll forward and down, touch down. Uttanasana, forward bend. Inhale, sit back, bend your knees deep, reach your arms straight forward. Keep your gaze forward and down. Straighten your legs, fold forward, Uttanasana, exhale. Inhale, roll up, rise to stand, reach your arms wide, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, lower your arms to your sides. Last time like this. Inhale, reach wide, reach up. Exhale, lower your arms, hands to thighs, slide forward and down. Touch down, Uttanasana. Bend your knees, inhale, sit back, chair, modified. Reach your arms straight forward. Good, nice work everyone. Exhale, straighten your legs, fold forward, touch down. Inhale to rise up, slide your hands up your legs, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, lower your arms to your sides, stand tall, Tadasana. Now from here, we're going to work on a little bit of balance and twisting. So you're going to start to balance on your right leg. Take your left inner foot, your left big toe, to touch the inside edge of your right leg. Slide your big toe up the leg until it's making contact with the knee, and then reach your arms out wide, turn and twist towards your left leg. Exhale to lower the arms, face forward, touch down. Inhale, start to slide your right leg up the leg, reach your arms out wide, turn to the right. Release and lower down, face forward. Keep moving, start to lift the left leg, turn and twist left, reach wide. Exhale to touch down, return forward. Inhale, slide the right leg up, reach wide, twist to the right. Lower down, face forward. Keep moving here at your own pace, just twisting from side to side, sliding the leg up, or the big toe rather, as you work on balancing and twisting, focusing on that steady breath. Take one more on each side, wherever you're at. And then once you're done, stand on 2 feet, Tadasana. Now from here, interlace your hands behind your back. Start to straighten your arms, press your knuckles straight down towards the floor. Draw your shoulders back, lift your chest, and then start to fist bump the ceiling. So you're taking your thumbs away from your buttocks, your low back, like you were bumping a volleyball up towards the ceiling. Try to keep this length you've created. On your exhalation, bend your knees, fold over your legs, bound Uttanasana. Release the crown of your head. Stay here for an inhale. As you exhale, release your hands, touch down to the floor. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Slide your hands up your shins. As you exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, touch down. As you inhale, bend your knees, look forward, plant your hands flat, and then let's walk forward to downward facing dog. Take your time arriving in down dog. Find your shape. And then once you're here in down dog, keep pressing your hands forward and down. Spread and distribute the weight evenly across your hands. Now we're just going to start to lift our heels up, coming onto the ball mounts of the feet, and then lower the heels down. Some of you might touch, some of you might not, and that's fine. And just keep lifting the heels and lowering the heels. So it can be as slow or as fast as you would like to make this movement. But all we're doing is lifting and lowering the heels here in down dog. Keep pressing the hands forward and down, lifting the undersides of the arms, breathing steady. Head heavy. Lifting the hips. And then once the heels are down, pause. Drop your knees, find a table pose. So we're back here in table. Now in table, sit back on your heels just briefly and go ahead and make fists. So you're gonna curl your fingers in and wrap your thumbs in front of your fingers. And then take your knuckles together. So you're like fist bumping yourself. And then you're gonna turn the backs of your hands towards the top of your sticky mat. Start to come up onto your shins and then place the backs of your hands down. So your palms are facing up, your fists are facing up, and your elbows are bending out wide to the side. A bit of a wrist stretch here. You can keep pressing your knuckles into one another, pressing the backs of the hands into the mat. And then it's up to you how straight you want to make your elbows. They can stay pretty bent. It just, again, depends on your wrist flexibility here. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep pressing the fists together. And then go ahead and release the fists. Place your hands back to find traditional table pose. Line up shoulders over wrists. Now from here, turn your fingers to face out towards the sides of the room. Press your hands down, spread and distribute the weight evenly across the hands. Even start to make some suction cups here. You can stay like this or continue the rotation by moving now the fingers to point back towards your knees. Your wrist creases will face towards the top of your sticky mat. My hands are pretty wide, they're outer shoulder width apart. Feel free to go a little bit wider if that's needed here. And then if you want more, if you feel like you need more, you can start to descend your hips back further towards your heels any amount. This will intensify the stretch across the front of your forearm here. And then release, turn your hands back out wide to face the sides of the room. With your hands out wide, now come up onto the tops of your hands once more. Fingers face in towards one another, palms face up towards the ceiling. Try to glue the backs of your fingernails towards the sticky mat. Again, the elbows can be deeply bent, or you can work towards a straight elbow here. Breathe in and breathe out. Release, come back onto your palms, fingers face out, and then turn your palms forward to find traditional table pose. Pause here, inhale. As you exhale, you can begin now to circle through the torso. So you're just shifting the weight slightly forward, around to the sides and to the back. There's no right or wrong. Just start to be organic here in your movement. If you want to add some cat-cow shapes here, feel free. If you haven't already, begin to switch the rotation in which you're moving. Keep breathing steady. And then come back through center, pause in neutral table. Tuck your toes under, keep your shoulders over your wrists, step your right leg back, step your left leg back for plank pose. Pause here in plank. You can modify by dropping the knees, but continue to take your pubic bone up towards your navel, but draw your tailbone down towards your heels. Course it through your abdomen. Keep the steady base. As you exhale, you're going to lower down onto your left forearm. You're going to lower down onto your right forearm. Pause, forearm plank. Again, this can be done with the knees on the floor. As you inhale, press your left hand down, press your right hand down, plank pose. Try to avoid shifting the hips too much. Now again, lower right forearm, lower left forearm, pause, forearm plank. Press your right hand down, press your left hand down, plank pose. Again, lower left forearm, lower right forearm, forearm plank. Place your left hand, place your right hand, plank pose. Last time, lower right forearm, lower left forearm, pause. This time, drop your knees, lower your hips to find Sphinx pose. Take a moment, steady your breath. Walk your elbows a little bit more forward than you normally would for this Sphinx. So you're in a pretty broad Sphinx. Press the tops of your feet through the floor. Again, tailbone down, but lift your navel. Now press your hands through the floor. You can stay like this, or start to pick your elbows up as you straighten your arms. You're slightly lifting away from the floor. Exhale, lower your elbows back down. Twice more, either staying in Sphinx or picking the elbows up, tapping the elbows down. Last time, inhale to lift, keep pressing tailbone down. Exhale to lower. Good, and then from here, you're gonna flip on over to your back. Once you're on your back, bend your knees and plant your feet hip width and parallel on the floor here. Press your hands flat, your palms down outside of your hips, and then keep your knees together, bend your knees in towards your chest, and now straighten your legs overhead. We're gonna work on some core here. So press the lower back, the upper back into the floor, hug your navel in and down. Now you can watch the screen first. What we're gonna do is we're gonna crisscross at the ankles 2 times. So you're gonna go crisscross, and then you'll start to open your legs out wide, like a wide leg Upavishta. For space, obviously, you can see my left, this other leg is an opening. And then we'll come back, crisscross, open out wide, okay? So I'll walk you through it. Crisscross, open wide. Inhale through center, crisscross, exhale to open. Inhale through center, crisscross, open wide. Inhale through center, crisscross, open wide. Keep moving. Take 3 more rounds on your own. Keep pressing your palms through the floor, hugging your navel in. When you're done, hug your knees in towards your chest and pause on your back. Good, nice work, everyone. Good. Once you're finished with your rounds, knees hugging in, we're gonna roll onto your right side. So you're gonna roll onto your right outer hip, reach your right arm forward, and then bend your right elbow to take your right hand behind your head. Walk your knees out in front of you, so knees are bent and legs are stacked. Take your left hand out in front of you as well, just for a little bit of support. Flex your feet, and then pick your top knee, your left knee up to hover above your right leg. So it's like a hip width distance here. Now we're gonna start to open our left leg out wide, come back to hover, and then straighten your left leg forward. Bend the knee, come back to hover, open the leg out wide, turn it in, hover, kick the leg straight, press the sole of the foot forward, bend the knee, hover, keep moving, open the knee and the leg wide, come back to hover, kick the leg forward, straighten. Only thing moving here is your leg, open it out wide. So getting into the core, getting into the glute, start to kick it forward, bend the knee, open the leg wide, come back to hover, straighten through the leg. 2 more times, bend the knee, hover, open wide, hover the leg, kick it straight. Last time to bend, open, bend, kick straight, and then bend it back, release the leg down, and we'll switch our sides. So you can roll through your belly, flip on over now to your left side. I'm just gonna flip onto my mat here so you can still see me. Take your left hand behind your head, bend your knees out in front of you, stack the legs together. Right hand can be for support, flex your feet, pick your right leg up to hover here. Now start to open your right leg out wide, and then come back to hover, straighten the leg, kick the foot forward, come back, hover, open the leg, open the knee, come back to hover, kick the leg straight, bend the knee, hover, open wide, bend the knee, hover, open straight, keep moving, finding your steady breath, moving with control. Notice what other body parts want to get involved here. The only thing moving is this top leg. The more you work, the more you might start to feel this through your buttocks, your glutes. 2 more times. Breathing. Last time. Once the knee comes back to hover, pause, and then lower the knee. Flip on over to your belly, bend your elbows back, setting up for cobra. Now you can either come up onto your fingertips or keep your hands on the floor. As you inhale, draw your shoulders back, lift your chest, pubic bone presses down. Stay for another breath. As you exhale, release and lower. Nice job, everyone. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, and press up to table. Walk your hands forward, lift yourself all the way up this time, downward facing dog. Inhale here, exhale here. Now here in down dog, start to walk your feet out wide so they're touching the outer edges of your mat. Keep your hips lifting. This time as you inhale, slide forward to plank pose, top of a push-up once more. With the feet wide, start to pivot both heels to the right. Keep your right hand on the ground, reach your left arm up towards the ceiling, modified side plank. Exhale, look down, touch down, pick the heels up, plank. Pivot the heels to the left, turn and twist open to the right. Reach your right arm up, look down, touch down, pick the heels up, plank pose. Lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale here, exhale here. Again, inhale, shift forward to plank. We're gonna keep moving. Pivot the heels to the right, turn and twist open to the left, reach the left arm. Look down, touch down through center. Pivot the heels to the left, turn and twist right, reach the right arm up. Exhale, look down, touch down, pivot through center. Lift the hips up, press the thighs back, downward facing dog. Inhale here, exhale here. Last time, inhale, shift forward to plank. Pivot both heels to the right, turn and twist left, reach the left arm. Look down, touch down, pivot through center, and then pivot the heels to the left, turn and twist right, reach right. Exhale, look down, touch down, plank pose. Lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Let the head be heavy. Inhale here, exhale here. Drop your knees, and then take your hands to your hips, rise up. Here with the hands on the hips, tuck your toes under, and then you're just gonna step your right foot forward for a 90-90 lunge. Keep your hands on your hips, tailbone moving forward. Press your right foot forward and down. Interlace your hands in front of you, press your palms forward. Plug your shoulder heads in, inhale, reach your arms overhead. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, now side bend to your right. Press your right foot forward and down. Keep lifting your left frontal hip. Turn your abdomen and chest open. Inhale through center. Exhale, release your arms. You can hold your hips as you step your right leg back and down. Second side. Step your left foot forward, setting up 90-90 lunge. This time, try to take the opposite interlace, opposite thumb in front. Press your palms forward, plug your shoulders in, reach your arms overhead. Baddha Gulyasana. Press your palms up towards the ceiling. Find lots of length. Take a deep breath in. Tailbone moves forward. As you exhale, side bend to your left. Keep your left foot pressing down. Turn your abdomen and chest open. Good. Inhale up through center. Exhale, release your hands, hold your hips once more. Step your left leg back down. Now you can stay where you are. I'm just going to turn to face you. So here with the toes tucked, step your right leg out wide to the side. Line up your right foot with your left knee. Reach your arms out wide. Inhale. As you exhale, start to hinge to the left and then lower your left hand down. You can be on fingertips, you can place a block under the hand, or you can have the palm flat. Reach your top arm straight up towards the ceiling. Draw your shoulders back, turn your abdomen and chest open, reach the crown of your head forward. Now from here, start to pick up your right leg. Try to take it to hip height, and then just tap it down. And back down. Ready. Take a few more rounds. Next time your foot is on the floor, pause. Press the whole sole of your foot through the floor. Inhale, use your top arm, rise up. Exhale, hands to hips. Step your right leg down. Switching sides. Step your left leg out wide. Line up your left foot with your right knee. Reach your arms out wide. Inhale. As you exhale, hinge to the right. Place your right hand down. Either fingertips, brick, or palm flat. Draw the shoulders back. Turn the abdomen and chest open. And then just start picking up and lowering your leg. Start to firm through the outer hip and glute. Keep flexing the foot, spreading the toes. Again, feel free to hold this top hip. Try to control the movement. Really nice work, everyone. Nice control. Take a few more rounds. Next time your foot is on the floor, pause. Press the sole of your foot down, turn your abdomen and chest open. Inhale, use your top arm, rise all the way back up. Exhale, hands to hips, step your left leg down. Start to take your hands forward to come back table, tuck your toes under, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly. Inhale to look forward, bend your knees. As you exhale, travel to the top of your space, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to forward bend. Inhale, rise to stand, reach the arms wide. Exhale, lower the arms down, mountain pose. Okay. We're gonna take a wide stance facing the long edge of your mat. Just gonna take my sweater off. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling the heat. We haven't even done any sun salutations. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so hands on hips, parallel your feet. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you're gonna fold over your legs and touch down either to the floor or feel free to slide some bricks underneath your hands. We're gonna work towards a straight arm and a flat back. So concave spine. Keep pressing your thighs back, reaching the crown of your head forward, keeping the gaze down. Try to lengthen from your hips all the way to your armpits. And then keep pressing your thighs back, sticking your butt out, and just start to bend into your right knee, any amount. Keep both feet on the floor, both feet facing forward. Come back through center, start to now bend to your left knee, any amount. Keep the right leg straight. And then you'll come back through center. You'll keep shifting from side to side. So keep a long, flat back. Keep pressing the hip back, bending and shifting from side to side here. Inhale through center, exhale to bend. One more time on each side. And the next time you're through center, pause, walk your hands back and fold over your wide legs. Release the crown of your head. Lift your shoulders away from your ears, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Slight bend to your knees. Inhale, take your hands to your hips, rise all the way up to stand. Now keep your legs out wide, reach your arms out in front of you. Cross your right arm on top of your left, and then bend your elbows for eagle arm. You can either pause with the backs of the hands together, or you can continue the grip by taking the palms together. This is not happening whatsoever. You can alternatively take a hug to yourself. So you're touching the backs of your shoulder blades here. Lift your elbows up in line with your shoulders. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees slightly as you fold over your wide legs. Release the crown of your head. Maybe your fingers touch, maybe not. Keep isometrically hugging the inner heels together. Take a moment. And then as you inhale, rise back up. Release the arms, uncross, roll the shoulders out. Second side, reach the arms forward. This time, cross the left arm over. Either take a hug, wrap, or take the palms together. Try to lift the elbows in line with the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, keep the bind, or the wrap rather, as you fold over your wide legs. Release the crown of your head. Steady breath. Relax the features of your face. Keep lifting the hips, hugging the heels in. Inhale, rise all the way back up through center. Exhale, release the arms to your sides, roll the shoulders out. Now inhale, try to turn your right foot open to 90 degrees. Line up right heel with middle back arch. Reach your arms out wide to a T. Both legs stay straight. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're gonna move into triangle trikonasana. Feel free to slide a brick underneath the right hand or grab the base of your shin or touch down to the floor. Reach the top arm straight up, press through the right big toe, shoulders move back, crown of head reaches forward, turn and twist open. Stay here for an inhale. Nice poses, everyone. Exhale here. Both feet steady. As you inhale, use your top arm, rise all the way up to stand. Keep your arms out wide, turn your right foot back in. Open your left foot to 90 degrees, line up heel to arch, set it up. Take another deep breath in, find lots of length. As you exhale, start to hinge and fold. Either touch down to the brick, the base of your shin, or the floor. Continue to firm through that left quad. Press the left big toe through the floor. Turn the abdomen and chest open. Breathing steady. Good. As you inhale, use your top arm, press through your left big toe, rise up, turn your left foot in. As you exhale, take your hands to your hips, and then either bend your knees and step together or hop together in the middle of your space. Okay, please grab one or both of your bricks. We're gonna stand on the brick. So I have like a size 8 foot, so I only need one brick. But if you know that your foot is pretty long, feel free to stack the bricks on the lowest setting, one in front of the other, so you have a broader, longer base. We're gonna stand on the brick with your left foot to start. Pause with your right ball mount on the floor. You can be on tippy toes here, hands on hips. Now, start to spread across the sole of your foot. Start to pick now your right knee up. Try to take your right knee in line with your hip. Balance here, shoulders move back. Good. Keep gripping this left outer hip in. And then step your right foot down, step off of the brick and switch your sides. So your right foot steps onto the brick. You can start now on the tiptoes, find your balance here. And then when you feel stable, tall spine, start to bend that left knee, take it up in line with your hip. Shoulders back, crown of your head reach. Soften the features of your face. Good. Step down when you're ready. Stand on 2 feet on the floor. Now we're going to repeat. Stand on the brick with your left foot. Come up onto the ball mount of your right foot. Start to bend your right knee in line with your right hip. Now start to externally rotate your right leg to the right. Lean slightly forward. Grab the right ankle. Place the right foot for tree. If you need to place it lower on the leg, please do so. Once you place the foot for tree, pause. Hands can stay on hips, or optional if you feel pretty stable here, reach the arms out wide. Maybe reach the arms overhead. It's okay if you fall out. Breathing steady. Nice work. If the arms were lifted, take the hands back to the hips, remove the right foot, and then we'll just step it down. All right, so now you know what's coming. Second side, stand on the brick with the right leg. Take a moment, find your stability, and then with control, start to lift that left knee up in line with your left hip. External rotation, move the left knee out wide, and then start to reach forward, grab the ankle, place the foot for tree, whatever that looks like for you. It'll look different for everyone. Take a moment, find your breath, find your pose. Maybe feel the wobble, reach the arms out wide if you'd like. Reach the arms overhead. Whoa. Focus on a spot not moving, breathing. Really nice, everyone. If the arms are lifted, release, hands to hips. Remove that left leg, step down off of the brick, and move the brick aside. Nice work. Please step forward to the top of your mat, Tadasana. Inhale, reach wide, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, touchdown. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. As you exhale, place your hands and step back to downward facing dog. Inhale here, exhale here. Inhale to look forward. As you exhale, drop your knees. And then let's lower down again on to your right side. This time, grab a brick, place the brick out in front of you, and then lower down onto your right forearm. So this is kind of like before. You're going to bend your knees, but this time you're going to be up on your forearm. And then you're going to place the brick. I'm going to choose the narrowest width, and I'm going to place it in between my lower legs, so closer towards my knees. So I'm squeezing the brick here. Now you can keep this left hand out in front of you for support, or you can place the left hand on the hip. Press your right forearm through the floor, squeeze the brick. On an exhale, lift your hips up and press your hips forward. You can also alternatively do this with the arm raised and then lower the hips back down. Inhale. On an exhale, squeeze the brick, lift the hips. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift, inhale to lower, exhale to lift, squeeze, inhale to lower. Last time, exhale, lift and squeeze, and then lower down, release, and switch your sides. Come onto your left forearm, bend your knees, squeeze the brick. Make sure that the left elbow and shoulder are in line. And either hand in front, hand to hip, or arm reaches up, squeeze the brick, inhale. As you exhale, lift the hips up, but press the hips forward. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift and press, squeeze. Good, inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Last time, inhale to lower, exhale to lift, inhale to lower, release, remove the brick, take your time, find your way up to table, and then take your big toes touch, send your hips back, child's pose. Pause here for a moment, rest your head, you can stack your hands and rest your forehead. Take a deep breath in, feel free to open mouth exhale here. And then as you inhale, start to lift yourself up, walk your hands forward, tuck your toes under, we'll meet downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. All right, now as you inhale, start to shift yourself forward to plank pose. From plank pose, start to pivot onto the outer edge of your right foot, stack your legs for side plank, Vashisthasana. Reach your left arm up, keep lifting your right outer hip away from the floor. Feel free to do this with your bottom knee on the ground to modify. Exhale, look down, touch down, find plank. Lift your hips up, down dog for a brief break. Inhale, exhale. Second side, inhale, shift forward to plank. Pivot onto the outer edge of your left foot. Stack the legs, Vashisthasana side plank. Press the left hand through the floor, lift the hips up. Look down, touch down, plank pose. Lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Now option to repeat that or your modification, or now we're gonna add on. As you inhale, shift forward to plank. Pivot onto the outer edge of your right foot, stack the legs, side plank. Now option to hug the top knee in, grab the ankle, place the foot for tree pose. Once you have it, lift that bottom hip, keep reaching. Exhale, look down, touch down, remove the foot, lift up to downward facing dog. Feel free to drop the knees if you need a brief break. And then grand finale, last side, last time we're gonna do this in class. Pivot onto the outer edge of your left foot, set up side plank, your variation. Option if you wanna go for it, set up for tree pose, bend the top knee, grab the ankle, place the foot. Once you have it, press the left hand through the floor, lift the bottom hip. To come out of it, look down, touch down, Find downward facing dog. Inhale here. Open mouth, exhale here. Now inhale, lift your right leg high. As you exhale, step your right foot forward and wide to the outside of your right hand. Drop your back knee for lizard lunge. So your right foot is angled open. Now you can stay on your hands or your fingertips. You can lower down onto your forearms here. Alternatively, you have your bricks, so you can use the bricks underneath the forearms. Start to slow down the breath, soften the shoulder blades, relax the features of your face. Keep lifting the hips up and back, bending into that right knee. If you were down on the forearms, as you inhale, start to lift back up onto the hands. Tuck your back toes under, and we'll meet back to a downward facing dog. Pause here in down dog. Second side, inhale, left leg rises. As you exhale, step forward and wide to the outside of your left hand. Drop your back knee, angle your foot open, setting up lizard lunge, second side. Move into the shape that feels appropriate for you, and that might mean different things on each side of your body. So feel free to stay on the hands here, slide a brick underneath. Find your steady breath. Unhinge your jaw. Soften through your eyes. But keep lifting your hips up and back. If you are on the forearm, as you inhale, start to lift up onto your hands. Take your time, exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Drop down onto your knees. Swing your feet out in front of you, and then let's make our way onto our back. On your back, bend your knees and plant your feet hip width and parallel. Take your arms to your sides, palms facing down once more outside of your hips. Now from here, as you inhale, you're gonna slide your hands forward, reach towards your heels, and now start to pick your head and shoulders up away from the floor. Look towards your thighs. As you exhale, lower your head and shoulders, hug your knees in towards your chest this time without using your hands. Place your feet back down for bridge setup. Inhale, slide your hands forward, pick your head and shoulders up, activating through the core, and then lower the head and shoulders down on an exhale, hug your knees in towards your chest. Last time like this. Inhale, place your feet, slide your hands forward, reach your arms, lift your head and shoulders. Lower down on an exhale, hug your knees in towards your chest. Place your feet back down to the floor, pause. Now this time setting up for traditional bridge, you can keep your hands down or bend your elbows. On an exhale, lift your hips up, bridge pose. Option to lift the heels, come up onto your tiptoes. Keep firming through the glutes, pressing down through the shoulders, softening the side walls of your throat, lengthen through the tops of your thighs. Release when you're ready, lower your hips back down to the floor. Reach your arms overhead, palms face up towards the ceiling. Arms can be straight or you can have a slight bend to the elbows. Walk your feet out wide, touch the outer edges of the mat with your feet. And then as you exhale, start to windshield wiper through your legs. So you're gonna tip your knees up and over to the left, and then come through center, tip over to the right. Move at your pace, just tipping the knees from side to side here. And the next time your knees are to the left, inhale, take your knees back up through center, and then walk your feet back into hips width distance. Figure 4, cross your right ankle on top of your left thigh, flex your foot, spread your toes. You can stay like this or hug in through your left leg. You can interlace your hands behind your left thigh. Keep widening your right knee forward. If it feels appropriate in your body, you can start to straighten now this left leg. Press the sole of your left foot up towards the ceiling. But as you do that, notice, does the right knee move closer towards your shoulders? Keep pressing it towards the top of your space. Inhale here. Exhale here. Release, lower down, release your grip, and we'll switch our sides. Figure 4, left ankle on top. Many different variations, so you can stay like this, or optional, hug in through the right side, interlocking the hands behind the thigh. Keep widening the left knee forward. Stay here, or optional, straighten through the right leg. If the right leg is straight, press the sole of the foot towards the ceiling. Widen the left knee forward. Keep pressing the right thigh forward against the hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. Wherever you're at, go ahead and release it, unwind, lower down. Hug both knees in towards your chest. Take a moment, you can rock side to side here, releasing a little bit. Take a deep breath in, open your mouth and exhale, sigh it out. And then let's make our way into Shavasana, whatever that looks like for you. So you can use any props, you can straighten the legs, you can find constructive rest, you can alternatively sit for meditation if that's going to work better for you today. And go ahead and get comfortable. I'll be here to guide you out. Start to release the control of your breath. Just let it return back to natural rhythm. And as you settle in, start to relax and release any and all effort in the body here. Soften your muscles, soften your skin. Ground your pelvis, your shoulders. Again, release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Unlock your jaw, soften through the eyelids. Continue to let loose, let go everywhere. Taking the time to consciously rest for the final few moments of class here in your variation of Shavasana. Being present and aware of your body and breath without trying to change anything, without any judgment. Keep your body still, but start to deepen your breath once again. When you feel ready, you can bring small movement back into your limbs. If you're on your back, begin to stretch out in any way, beginning to reawaken. In your own time, no rush. Start to roll to your preferred side, resting on your arm, pausing there for a brief moment. And on your side, use both hands to press yourself up to a comfortable seat, head rising last. Take a moment to sit well, sit tall. You can keep your hands resting to your thighs, or option to join your hands in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. As an offering of peace, we'll close class by chanting the sound of Om just one time. Go ahead and exhale out. Take a slow breath in. Om. Thank you so much. Namaste. Hope you feel good. Thanks so much, everyone. Feel free to unmute if you want, if you have any questions. Otherwise, have a great week.
Thank you very much. It was nice.
Yeah,
Thank you, Kat. Great.
Have a good week. Good to see
Great.
you.
I know.
Lots of different moves. Thank you very much.
Yeah, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, good.
You're welcome.
Work out and different things, which is nice. Good. Thank you.
Cool.
How
You're
have you been doing?
welcome.
How are things?
My mom?
Yeah. your
Oh,
mom.
they're good. Yeah, they're good. Things are good.
All right,
As
great.
good as
You're
can
back.
be expected.
You're back at home. Are you back at your house?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks. Bye, Kelly. Thank you. What's going on?